Welcome to the League One show with me, Alex Simmons.
And me, Leon Price. I'm back this week.
He's back.
I'm back.
Like Tupac. This weekend, you went glamping.
Yeah.
Tell us all about it.
So it's the Skipton Beer and Food Festival. Just took the wife and kids and went glamping.
What were it like?
Really good. For somebody that likes the food,
Yeah.
there's just hundreds of different food stalls. So Korean, Indian, Chinese, the full lot, everything you can think of, we had it. So I just
How
sat.
many kilos you put on this weekend?
About 4. So we go to a few live bands on. They had a Freddie Mercury tribute, Little Mix tribute, Take That tribute. So we really good, really enjoyed it.
Family weekend, this is all about. This weekend, I text you on Sunday saying West Wales have won.
You need to put the lottery on. The only person in the whole of Rugby League to call the result, West Wales getting the first win in 2 years, is it?
I believe.
Fantastic win. It took me by surprise, but what a win. What must be fantastic for them.
We're going to see the highlights later on, but first up, looking back on last weekend, a huge win for the working in town. Is he starting to get it right up there now, Chris Thorman?
Yeah, with the squad and the players that they've got there, then it's been a little bit of a surprise to see how inconsistent they have been since Spuggy took over. But Spuggy's a very, really good coach, really good coach, and I'm really pleased to see him now probably making his stamp on the team. I think they've won the last 2 games now. And with the players that they've got, they should be winning a lot of games now from here on in, I reckon.
First game back at Derwent Park as well?
Yeah, first game back at Derwent Park, so that always helps, the pitch that the players are really used to playing on. I think there were several different try scorers, but nine different, yeah, and Perry Singleton, who was one of the match, who's one of my favourite players, a really good bloke, so glad to see him doing well. A big Fooey getting over the line as well.
Oh, big Fooey.
So it's a bit of a surprise really with Keithley as well. I don't think it's really worked out since they got rid of Craig Lingard. They've been patchy, they've been up and down, they've not really won that many games. And for a club of their stature, who were really difficult to beat and can play some really good rugby and got some good players, you'd expect them to put in a little bit better of a performance than that, I would have thought.
Keighley are a club to me that there's so much potential. We saw when they played Bradford, I think it was Challenge Cup earlier on in the year.
Yeah.
Huge crowd there, still a lot of love for the game in the town. And also last week with the Pride kit, we saw huge social media interest. They're definitely doing something right. They just need to pull it together in a consistent manner.
Yeah, and I think it's in this league as well. Keighley, one of them teams, like, we talk about consistency. They can lose by 50 odd points this week. Next week they could go over and turn over the league leaders. So you never know in this league sometimes. There's not too much consistency really, other than probably Whitehaven, who had a fantastic season so far. So yeah, they could go over and turn anybody over, could Keighley still.
Whitehaven had a bye week this week, but Newcastle, they had to win this game to put the pressure on, and they did. 34 points to 16 at home at Kingston Park.
Yeah, and I think they now really are truly challenging for the title, aren't they? They've brought the signings in, Nick Newman and people like that, and they've got a really good group of players. I think they're going to be right. They're right on the heels of Whitehaven out there, so fantastic result for them. But a bit disappointing in London Scholars after the way they've started the season. They've really dropped off now, haven't they? And I were enjoying seeing them making headroads into the league table, and they've just dropped way off now.
Nick Newman again had a hand in all thunders. Good work at the weekend, and he looks like an inspired signing coming from Coventry.
Yeah, sometimes it just clicks, just works. Your half-back partnership, your coach. Half-back's not an easy position. It's probably the hardest position to bring somebody into play. There's lots of things that have got to go right for you to play your best rugby. The half-back that you're playing with, the hook that you're playing with, the forwards getting you to the right points, the calls. There's so much to take in. There's so much information for you to play your best rugby and for the players around you to play their best rugby too. So it's a difficult position to come mid-season and really fit in well. But by the sounds of it, he's running the show and he's made a massive difference.
Let's go to the next game, and talking about House playing in combination, when I spoke to Rangi Chase last week to see how his first run out had gone, he said he'd turned his ankle and he's just getting used to the impact of the game again, but he said this week he'll feel better because he's on his preferred side. Is it a big deal to play on your preferred side as a half?
Yeah, it is, yeah. So sometimes play half, one half on the left, one half on the right, and you've got to stick there when you're attacking. And if you don't like playing there, or say if you can't pass really good from left to right and you're on the right hand side, it kind of takes away that option of putting a real big ball across. Or if you've got a right foot step and you're playing on the left side, you're stepping away from the action. There's lots of different scenarios to what suits you and what side you suit playing. Sometimes you're playing on the left-hand side and you say you're a left shoulder tackle, it might suit you better. So yeah, there's lots of different scenarios for you to play your best rugby. I didn't like playing sided. When we played at St Helens, we played Sean Long would play on the ball and I'd play sweep, so we just play both sides of the field. Yeah, we'd play both. I defended on the left, but played attacked on both sides of the field, and that suited how we played.
Do we see that nowadays, or is it mainly left and right now?
I think it's predominantly left and right.
Yeah.
But I'm a big believer in, if you're a very influential player, if your best player is a 7, if he can't get their hands on the ball whenever he wants, any part of the field, I think it takes away from his impact in the game, in my opinion. So I prefer swinging and playing, but that's just how I played my best rugby. So there's lots of different systems that work for different players and different teams.
Well, Rangi's prediction came true because North Wales Crusaders have been on a fine run of form, going down 30 points to 0 at home to Doncaster, who looked majestic on the day.
Yeah, like you were saying about Rangi as well, we talk about players who've been out injured, or say probably the longest time that you've had out is maybe 6 months if you do an ACL. He's had 2 years out.
Yeah.
You know, you're not going to find your form in one game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Your body's going to be feeling it for a good 2 or 3 months.
Yeah.
The impacts of that massive in rugby. I mean, I'm just watching now and I think it looks a lot more.
Yeah.
It looks harder than what it is when you play.
Yeah.
So yeah, great result for Doncaster. Rangi will be starting to make his appearance now. I think my mate Danny Washbrook, the old Donald Trumpy, he had a fantastic game as well. So that's always good to see when my mate Trumpy has a good game. So yeah, Doncaster are a good team.
Yeah, he's looking good, Rangi, and good luck to him. But let's go over now to West Wales. History making. Go the West Wales Raiders! 44 points to 16, winning over Coventry Bears. Check this out.
Parry at dummy half now. Good wide ball to Maiden. Out the back to Hunt. On to Phil Cowburn. Nice work. Promotes the ball to Celerino. Ball comes back with a good offload to Cowburn. And he finds Dalton Desmond Walker, who opens the account for the West Wales Raiders. West Wales again on the attack deep into Coventry territory. Shaw at dummy half. Comes down this short side. Oh, juggling act there from Celerino. Hits Tyler Hunt. Ball goes to Ash Bateman and he scores. Second try of the game for West Wales. Unfamiliar territory for them. Good charge down that short side. Cowburn at dummy half assessing the options. Wide pass now to Archie Snook onto Tyler Hunt. Stepping back off the right there, Morgan Evans. And I think he's over the big fella, Morgan Evans. Wow! What a start here for West Wales. Could it be their day? Down the short side from Shaw. Steve Parry with a great short ball there to Archie Snook at West Wales. Wowzers. Coventry now on the attack. Wide pass going out now. I think it's Reece Rance that's going to finish in the corner. Fantastic try there for Reece Rance. Mitch Shaw at dummy half, looking to assess his options. Jumps out of there, shows, goes, and he's over to heap further misery on the Coventry Bears. Shaw now. Wide ball. Oh, fantastic hit, spin, and he's over. Ash Bateman, awesome play from the centre. Shaw to Parry. Nice little chip over the top from Steve Parry. Oh, is he going to find Archie Snook on the outside? Yes, he will. And West Wales. This is an awesome performance from the West Wales Raiders. Creating history here. The Coventry Bears players at 6s and 7s. Great ball to Steve Parry. Parry shows and goes and he's over. Oh, Steve Parry. Great individual try from him. Sheridan. Out the back to Purslow. Kobe Green. Ball goes now to Carter. I think Errol Carter's going to score in the corner. Yes, he is. Consolation for the Coventry Bears. Coventry deep in their own half. They move the point of attack to this left edge. And it's Freeman. Freeman with a line break. Great fit from him. He's got support on the inside. I think it's Kobe Green. Yes, it is. And Kobe Green will get over for a late consolation.
Big shout, big respect to all the players, and Kim Williams. Can see the clip here of him celebrating like they'd won the league. It must have been such a feeling to get that win, that first win in the history.
Yeah, I'd just like to say congratulations to the boys and to Kim Williams. Fantastic achievement. I mean, it must be so hard for the last 2 years, slogging it out week after week, having humiliating scores put on you, and to keep the faith, to keep on going. I mean, You know what it's like. I know what it's like when you've lost 3 or 4 games on the trot. It's horrible, not a good atmosphere in the sheds, and to have that for so long, and then to finally get that win, it must be so relieving and just fantastic. Well done to everybody.
We need to get him here on the show.
Fantastic.
Kim Williams, he's a coach with fine pedigree in Australia.
Yeah, we believe so. He's taken, what did he say to the
I think New South Wales Cup final.
Yeah, he's got good pedigree.
Final.
So yeah, I mean, and even for him to stick it out for this long, you know, 2 years of defeats is must so hard.
Kim, come here and talk to us, please. Take the train up one Monday. We'll bring you on Rugby because I'm sure you've got a fantastic story to tell us. But in the game, of the 45th time we're asking, 45 games
on the bounce.
Oh God!
Just a great occasion, great weekend. There's lots, there's lots of not doubters, isn't there? There's lots of doubters, lots of people online who, get rid of them, this and that. But they've kept believing, stayed positive. Not broken up, not disbanded. They've kept the same coach, brought players in, and managed to get that win. And I think everybody in Rugby League should be happy for them. Right,
let's look ahead. There's only one fixture this weekend, one to predict, but it's a big one.
It's massive.
Hunslet versus Whitehaven.
It's massive.
Saturday afternoon. I might go.
Go.
I might go. Saturday afternoon.
It's a huge game. Hunslet versus Whitehaven. I think at the moment, Whitehaven are the most consistent team in the league by far, by a mile. And they're winning some difficult games. I thought that the win against Doncaster was really big.
Carl Forster has been a huge signing.
Yeah, it's a great signing during the season from It's I just can't see him losing. I can't see him losing the game. I think Whitehaven will win.
Right, we're going to also talk about his Challenge Cup and 1895 Cup. Okay. So we're going to go through those fixtures as well. Challenge Cup, Hull Warrington.
Hull Warrington. Warrington have been really struggling. Well, not really struggling. They've just been a little bit inconsistent for a team that have gone so well all year. But it depends which Hull FC turns up. If the good LFC turn up, the one that's been, steadily improving over the last couple of months, then I can see a Hull win.
Yeah.
If they don't, I can see a big Warrington
win.
Mate,
who are you going to pick?
I've got to go with Hull FC. I've got to go Radisson boys.
Okay. Halifax versus St Helens. Is there any way Halifax could win this game?
Honest opinion?
Yeah.
No.
I believe in Scott Morrell.
No.
Come on, Scott Morrell.
I don't mean that nasty either. I just think there's no team in Super League that are anywhere near Saints at the moment.
Scott Morrell to get a golden point drop goal. I'd love it.
I think there's going to be a heavy scoreline.
Hull versus Saints final. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Also, this weekend, Castleford versus Leeds Women's Challenge Cup final.
Yeah, well, I've got to go Castle, haven't I? I've got to.
Well, I'd like Leeds to win, but I think Castle win. Castle look unbelievable.
Played well this year.
Castle look like, I'd love to see, and I hope the RFL can arrange this, a World Club Challenge with Cass. I think Cass had beat most teams in Australia.
Do you think so?
Mate,
I've not seen the standard down there.
No, it's good. It's good, mate. Yeah. The Brisbane Broncos are unbelievable. But I reckon Cass. I've seen a couple of games they've played this year on our league, and they are
awesome. With the way the women's league's going and evolving, there's no reason why within the next 2, 3, 4 years that we can't have that a World Club again.
Yeah.
It's because it's going forward and the crowds are going up.
Yeah.
There's more participants.
Over 1,400 to watch Cass game.
It's massive. It's bigger than some of the league.
That's just their own game at Cass.
That's what I'm saying. It's bigger than some of the League One and Championship games. So you'd like to see over the next couple of years that if it keeps on going the way it is, that we could have that game against some Aussie teams.
Would you like to coach a women's team?
I wouldn't say no. Yeah, I definitely would do.
I think you'd be great. I think you'd get some.
Yeah, I wouldn't say no. I just think over the last 2 or 3 years, it's been the way it's evolved has been fantastic. Right. Credit to the game.
1895 Cup.
Yes.
This weekend.
Come on, man. Who have we got?
Lee versus Widnes.
I'm doing that game. I'm commentating on that game on our league app. I'm going to go for a Lee win.
Lee win. Sheffield versus Batley.
Wow, that's a tough one.
Tough one.
That's a real tough one. Wow. Going to go Batley with my mate Disco.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm going to go with my mate Disco.
I think Sheffield will get over because Batley's been awful recently.
Have they? Well, I'm just going to go with Disco anyway. They had improved. But I'm going to go with Disco because I played some of my amateur rugby with him.
Well, you might be commentating on Lee versus Widnes, but don't forget both games this weekend. Sheffield Batley kicking off at 2, then Lee versus Widnes kicking off at 5, I think. back-to-back on the Our League app. It's going to be a great day of broadcasting on the app, so please tune in. Right, back to League One. Rundowns, Whitehaven. I'm going to go through these fixtures now, and I want to know, honestly, which games to win, which games to lose. We'll start with Oldham. Finish Whitehaven. Oldham, London away.
London away, win.
Newcastle at home.
Lose.
Doncaster at home.
Win.
Coventry away.
Win.
Hunslet away.
Win.
So Oldham won't be able to win the league with that form. Well, they might do if Whitehaven and Newcastle lose lots of
It
games.
don't mean how it's going to happen.
Yeah, but we're just going to go
Just
with it
guessing.
now. Yeah. Newcastle, West Wales away.
Win.
Oldham away.
Win.
Coventry at home.
Win.
North Wales at home.
Win.
Keighley away.
Win.
Right. That means that what Newcastle would finish the season on 27 points, I think. 29 points. Whitehaven. Hunslet away.
I've gone for a white win.
Working at home.
Workington.
So they lose.
Yeah.
Go on, that matters. I need to go to that game. Shall we go? Should we just drive up for that game?
Maybe.
They've got to put it on Our League. If they do, me and you should commentate on it.
Yeah, we'll do
Nicola, if you're watching, pick us.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Yeah, let's do it. Keighley away.
Win.
West Wales at home.
Win.
The West Wales will beat them, 100%. Coventry away.
Win.
That means that Whitehaven Newcastle, if your prediction's correct, would finish on 29 points. And that would probably mean, looking at the points difference, that Newcastle would win the league.
Points difference. So what we're basically saying is Whitehaven only need to drop one game to Newcastle winning it,
Yeah.
and Newcastle would win on points difference.
Points difference.
Yeah, because they've got for and against.
Massive difference.
It's going to be such a good running.
It's a great running.
Yeah.
Stay with us right here every week on the League One show, and we'll bring you all the updates, all the action, and obviously all our predictions as well. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget Our League app action this weekend, back-to-back 1895 Cup games. Make sure you're tuning in. See you there.